Hi, I'm Emily. I work in the reference department. Today I am reviewing Wanderers by Chuck Wendig. Wanderers is a speculative fiction novel. In the near future, a mysterious event begins transpiring across the United States. People get up and walk out of their houses, abandoning their families, and begin sleepwalking across the country as a herd. As they travel, more and more individuals join their ranks. What's causing this to happen, and where are they going? The book follows several characters, but the three major characters are former CDC scientist Benji Ray as he attempts to unravel the mystery causing the sleepwalking illness, Shayna, the sister of the very first sleepwalker, as she acts as a shepherd protecting the herd, and Matthew Bird, a well-meaning minister who becomes increasingly manipulated by right-wing religious fanatics and white nationalists. This book will take you on a roller coaster. As the sleepwalking pandemic slowly unravels across the country, you see the best and the worst in people, and the ending is very surprising. This book came out in 2019, and while the circumstances of the pandemic are very different, it does feel like Chuck Wendig has his finger on the pulse of today. This is a very long book, but it is well worth the time you put into it. I highly recommend it, and I hope you'll check it out.
Hi, I'm Kate Woodworth, and I work in the reference department at the library. The book I'm reviewing is Crib Sheet by Emily Oster. So as a parent of a 2-year-old, I often find myself scouring the web for parenting advice and comparing myself to other parents. I'm sure many parents can relate, and even though we know we shouldn't, we can't help but be hard on ourselves. If you're like me, I recommend reading this book. The author is an economist, and she presents the results of thorough research about multiple parenting topics in an easily readable format. What I found most useful about this book was the simple reassurance that we are really being too hard on ourselves, and if you take a reasonable, evidence-based, compassionate approach to parenting, you really don't need to sweat the small stuff. Check it out, take a breath, and enjoy those babies.
Hi, I'm Bridget and I work in the Youth Services Department as the Teen Librarian. Today I'm reviewing Gideon the Not by Tamsin Muir, and it is the first in the Locked Tomb trilogy. The Emperor needs necromancers. The ninth necromancer needs a swordman. Gideon has a sword, some dirty magazines, and no more time for undead nonsense. Brought up by unfriendly nuns, ancient rentators, and countless skeletons, Gideon is ready to abandon a life of servitude and an afterlife as a reanimated corpse. She packs up her sword, her shoes, and prepares to launch her daring escape. But her childhood nemesis won't set her free without a service. Harrow Hawk, reverend daughter of the Ninth House and bone witch extraordinaire, has been summoned into action. The Emperor has invited the heirs of each of his loyal houses to a deadly trial of wits and skill. If Harrow Hawk succeeds, she will become an immortal, all-powerful servant of the resurrection, but no necromancer can ascend without their cavalier. Without Gideon's sword, Harrow will fail, and the Ninth House will die. Of course, some things are better left dead. I absolutely love this book. It's one of my top favorite books that I've read this year. It's a fun mashup of genres with fantasy elements of having necromancers, but it's in a sci-fi setting in space, and then it turns into something entirely different that I can't talk about because it will spoil it for you. Read this if you like friendship stories, a dark aesthetic, and tightly plotted genre-defying stories. You can put the physical copy on hold for curbside pickup or put the ebook on hold through Reads. Thanks for watching!